classes, any classes that aren't tied to a major. So we've had classes in the Hort department cut, as has every other department. So so she just got elected on Tuesday, and we get her on Friday. I mean, how great is that? So she will just be visiting us to see what we're doing, to see what, you know, the restoration class might look like on any given day, so that, you know, when she starts her job as a trustee, she has a good visual in her head. So that's pretty cool. Announcements, we have the environmental fair tomorrow afternoon if anybody wants to come. Here's a flyer for it. And then November 13th we're having a planting day, a community planting day at the, you know, based out of the county nursery. It's on the restoration site below there. And here's information on that. So if you're interested in that.
All the way.
And actually we have a meeting coming up with the Goleta Slough Management Committee, you know, which would include, we talked about them last week at the airport. It includes the airport people, the university, you know, anybody. And so what that agenda they want to talk about is how do you manage Goleta Slough if you have rising sea level? You have sewer issues. You know, if there's sewer pipes and there's gas pipes all running through there, if those are now underwater, you got to build new infrastructure, right? You have to move that infrastructure. You know, how do you manage, you know, how do you land airplanes? You know, what do you do with the real estate? What about all those houses?
It's the Climate Change Adaptation Task Force. I'll put the link on there. And then Island Press just came out with a really good new book called Climate Savvy, and its subtitle is Adapting Conservation and Resource Management to a Changing World. One really neat avenue that's really unexplored and will provide employment if you have the skills to deal with it. I mean, it's going to be in the next 5 years. Every restoration plan is going to have a climate change adaptation component to it, where it's going to be bounded around, okay, this is what we would have normally done with this restoration project, but assuming that, you know, climate change is happening, let's modify the plan to do this. But nobody knows yet. I mean, this is so early. This is the first time we've ever done this lecture, because we're really still not really sure what's happening. Nobody's sure. Even the experts are not sure what's happening. So what's going to happen is these teams, you know, there's going to be a new person, a new team member, and that's going to be the climate change team member. And they're going to come in and they're going to look at the restoration plan, say that plant won't work there anymore. That plant won't work there anymore. That plant won't work there anymore. You know, we're going to have to modify all that, and then it'll be a big debate between the old timers that are saying, well, this is the way we always did it, and then the climate change experts are going to say, well, fine, but this is a different world now. It's not like we're going to stop climate change. We just have to deal with it now. You know, it's too late to reverse it.
It is too late to reverse it.
Yeah, we might be able to slow it down a little bit, but I mean, is everybody ready to get out of their cars? I don't. Andrea went and hired one of her best friends to plan it for the whole campus.
Yes.
So the goal here is to plant really dense, for a couple reasons, to beat back the weeds and to allow for,
Hey, Billy?
loss of plants.
Billy?
We won't really matter so much.
So, kind of like that, it'll look like
We
that.
want it to be a solid mass, and like where Robin is, we've left a trail, that was an
I was going to
existing
say,
trail.
which makes you go those routes instead of the other,
Yeah, so we've left the existing trail, any other little trails, because people got to get off the parking lot.
I know.
So,
I'm the first one I've done jaywalkers, so just go right through it, and so that's
well,
what this
so
is.
with
Gives you
this,
a way to go.
with this
Just go
grass,
that way,
you
yeah.
can walk right through it and you're not going to hurt it.
Yeah.
So everybody, this is our new Board of Trustees.
Oh, look at it, everybody stopped working, oh my gosh.
Marty Bloom just got elected 3-4 days ago, or a week ago, something like
Seems
that.
like a whole arrow.
She used to be the mayor,
Tuesday, yep.
Santa Barbara, 2-term mayor. And so now, if you have any ideas how to make this school better, you have somebody to talk to.
I think it's wonderful that you're out here doing this. Karen and Don invited me over here just to see what you're doing.
Oh, don't worry. Go.
That's why we invited her here today. We supported her in her election because the old Board of Trustees had sustainability at the very bottom of the priority list, and we wanted it at the top of the priority list, right? So sometimes when you need to get stuff done, you got to get political, right? And that's what we were doing today, is getting political. Right?
Well, and also I think an important factor of that is just on the ground. The fact that you all, a class was here, you all were working, you all kept active, doing your thing, shows somebody. So she's now going to go to this boardroom and say, this is what I saw. And I think in bureaucracies that's what gets lost, is the on the ground stuff gets too disconnected from the boardroom. And so Marty's a great person in the sense that she's very on the ground, and not only will she visit us, she'll visit anybody else who invites her and anybody else she thinks of. And that'll give her a much better sense of what's happening, than sitting
And what needs to happen.
And what needs to happen.
Right.
Than sitting in a boardroom all day long. So she's going to be a great asset to this school.
And Julie Hendricks, another great asset, LEED certified. She's a political movement. Bring her over because she can see what goes on campus that she's helping to fund, and to have students involved in doing green landscaping. That's big for her, right? On the field trip, we'll miss you, and we will not be in class next Friday, correct?
Right, because we'll be
on the island.
So you are relieved from class. I would encourage you to next Saturday to attend the County Campus Workshop Planting Day, which I'm hoping Andrew can run. Well, I haven't talked to him about it yet. You can do that, or work on your plant ID.